We all the way live. We all the way live.
Sipping and spilling. That's what we're calling this now?
Today?
Sipping and spilling? You sipping and spilling? Is that what's
Today?
going on?
Mhm.
Oh. We sipping and spilling. That's interesting. Okay. Sipping and spilling. So we're going to get it messy then.
Because
Sipping
everybody
and
knows how to drink without
spilling.
letting it spill. I got some
Mm.
good old fashioned water. Hmm.
I got water
Um,
too. Why is it cold in here now? I came in the house. It was like 71 degrees. I was like, are you kidding me?
in your house?
Yes. That's cold in this house. Like, I don't know if our blowers are just extra good. I don't know. For some people, 71 might not be anything, but for me,
Mm.
oh my God, it's cold.
All right, baby. We got 20 people in the chat. Hey, Nirvana.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Krishana. I hope I said your name right, baby. Hey, Mama Rodriguez. Um, Truth for Food Stamp Thoughts. Hey, Tracy. Shanika. Keisha. Hey, ladies. How y'all be?
Hey, Kiasha.
Hey,
Hey,
Kevin.
everyone.
Hey, Shay. All right, well. Okay, so hey, Monica. All right, y'all. How's everybody Saturday been? St. Francois, I know you got a birthday coming tomorrow to celebrate. Would y'all be
Well,
there for the birthday today?
it's Farrah's birthday. Hey, Kiasha. Hey, Care Bears. Hey, everybody. Yes, Farrah is turning 8 tomorrow.
Hey, Yvonne.
Farrah will be 8 years old, and we've got family over. Farrah's got her cousins. You see Farrah? Oh, you guys just saw
Mhm.
her. She will be 8.
Oh,
So it's also my anniversary, as I like to call it, of the day I became a mom.
all right.
So it's my momversary tomorrow, and it's Farrah's birthday. So
All
mhm.
right, baby. See you later.
Yes.
All right, you guys, if you don't mind, please like the live on your way in, or if you're already in, if you could just hit the X button, back out, hit the live, and come back in, we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, because there's
Hey,
25,
Rika.
27 people watching, and there's 8 likes and 3 dislikes.
Well, Tracy C, thank you, baby. Welcome, and I appreciate that.
Hey, Riza. Or, yeah,
Hey,
Riza.
Rika. Hey, walk with me, Tiffany. How you doing today?
Hey, Tiffany.
All right, you guys. So I just want to take a minute really quick. And I want you guys all to help me congratulate Francois. She hit her 1,000 subs. Like she surpassed it like in
Isn't that
24
awesome?
hours. And that's really, really awesome. So I'm very happy for her. And if you guys could just put a thumbs up in the chat, showing your congratulations as well. If you want to just say
Oh, thank you guys.
I appreciate that, you guys.
Well, it's like congratulations to me, but thank you to all of you because a lot of these names are very familiar, and I know quite a few of these folks that are with us this evening are subscribed to me. So I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are like my number one supporters. So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate all the support along the way. I feel like it was like running a marathon because I tell you what, when you see everybody, um, you know, kind of surpassing you and, or not even kind of surpassing you, and you're putting in your work and things like that. It's you just have to stay focused. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yeah, yeah. You, as y'all know, doing YouTube is a hard job, and Francois. I mean, she's put in a lot of work. Got a lot of good content over there. So yeah, anybody in here that's a YouTube creator, like it's hard. Y'all know how hard it is. So when you hit those milestones on YouTube, you just, you feel it real accomplished. So I'm happy for her.
Thank
So
you, Tasha.
keep it up, baby. Hey, Sunny O. Hey, Demond Braggs. Hey, Kristen. How you doing, baby? All right, girl. So we need to kind of got that out the way. Oh, thank you, Tracy. You was binge watching my videos. Oh, I appreciate that, baby. Hey, Don. Hey,
Hi, Mama Moya.
Mama Moya. Hey, True. How y'all be tonight? All right, y'all. Thanks for coming over and sharing. So we're gonna get right on into it because there's a lot that's been going on YouTube, celebrity news. We all know it. If you guys got anything you guys want to discuss, you want our commentary on, just leave it in the chat. Thanks to all our mods tonight that showed up. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, all right, y'all. So I want to start off first and foremost talking about what's going on. Like everybody's been talking about it, and it's a relatable topic to a lot of people. But the whole thing with Nicole Murphy, and
Mm.
I mean, Prince Wild girl. I mean, you know what reminds
It's pretty
me?
messy.
It's very messy. What is her name? The lady that I forgot her name just that quick. The other lady, the one that played on Waiting to Excel. What's her name?
Leela Rashawn.
Leela Rashad.
You mean Mrs. Antoine Fuqua?
Yeah, Mrs. Antoine Fuqua. And if you guys are not familiar with who Antoine Fuqua is, he directed a Training Day and a lot of other good movies, some good box off movies. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first saw the story, I don't know why, but it put me in the mind of the character that she played in Waiting to Excel. When Leon was her boyfriend and Waiting to Excel, and the way he was going back and forth with her, and then she, found out she was pregnant, and he ended up leaving her, and I don't know why, but just when I saw that story first, it just took me back to Waiting to Excel and her character.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know much about Nicole Murphy other than she was married to Eddie Murphy. As we know, Lisa Ray, blasted her and pretty much said that she's a homewrecker. Yeah, I don't know much about that lady. I don't follow her like that. But a lot of people, when the story first came out, they said that, she went and Lita Rashad went and she like deleted all her social media. A lot of people was wondering why she did that, and I just believe that she didn't want to deal with all that people would have to say to her. I mean, of course, it would be a lot of people that was, like consoling her and, trying to help her through her situation. Then it was going to be a lot of people that was, hating her on her situation. And I believe she just shut it down because she didn't want to be bothered with it. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, who does? Of course, because I mean, gosh, guys, I mean, we know what the comment sections like are here. The comment sections are like on YouTube for us. Do you imagine? All of a sudden the whole world finds out your husband's cheating and they can get to you directly on your Instagram. And she's been kind of out of sight, out of mind. She's been living her life, probably doing lots of other things, taking care of their children, being a wife of 20 years. She probably doesn't get Instagram, you know, lots of Instagram traffic other than maybe family, friends, occasional fans here and there, because she's been out of business for a little bit. She's been, I'm sure, doing other things. And all of a sudden, I think she deleted her social media because when the story broke, people were adding her. They were doing at Leela, like, hey, did you know, like, basically your husband is in Italy with Nicole Murphy.
I know you said Nicole Murphy should be ashamed of herself, and yes, she should. But as a woman, she should know how it feels, or should know how it would feel to have your husband betray you like that. But Antoine,
What, did Eddie Murphy cheat on her?
I'm sorry.
Eddie, that she should know. I mean, she might not
I mean,
know. Eddie
well,
Murphy
yeah, I
might put
mean,
out on her.
he should know what that there's a code of ethic with women. I mean, as her being a woman, let me
Oh.
phrase it like that.
Mhm.
As far as Eddie Murphy cheating on her, yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of anything. Again, I don't follow Eddie Murphy, like that. So I don't
Mhm.
know. I know Eddie Murphy was known for having lots of women. So I don't know if that was during the time he was married to her. I mean, they're divorced for a reason. Um, but Antoine Fuqua, surely if Nicole Murphy for some reason didn't know he was married, he knew he was married. You
Right. It's not up to her to
right.
be his mother. He's supposed to. He's the one that married. I mean, not saying that she doesn't have an obligation as a fellow, as a woman, out here, and knows what marriage is about. Of course, but yeah, it's he's the one who's in the marriage.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's something that happens to a lot of women. Unfortunately, because they are of the public eye, their situation is put out here like that. Um, the paparazzi follows you everywhere. So I'm just surprised that Nicole Murphy and Antoine Fuqua would carry on like that in public, knowing paparazzi is everywhere, you know? So
Well,
to me, at this point, maybe they just feel like, it is what it is. Like maybe they're at the point where they don't care who knows. Maybe they're at that point. I don't know.
well, so I was watching another blogger today. I was getting caught up, and from what I understand, first in Italy, where they were is a island off the Amalfi Coast, where it's kind of a little private and exclusive. Typically, you're not seeing paparazzi and things like that there. The word on the street is that possibly Leela knew what was going on. This is not the first time that he has cheated. So they've had their problems, but again, they've had a 20-year marriage. And, just like Wendy Williams, I mean, maybe she's wanted to work it out. She loves her husband. She's got children with the man. Um, but maybe this was kind of like, okay, straw that broke the camel's back. Allegedly, she found out um, and tipped off the paparazzi, because if you see those pictures, I don't think they did not think anyone was watching them. And the pictures, which I could pull a picture up, um, he had a towel around his waist, and I do not think that he had swimming trunks on. He looked like he was naked under that towel. Like
Yeah.
he had that towel low, and if he
Yeah.
had on a bathing suit, that thing was a men's string bikini, which I doubt. Men don't wear bikinis like. I mean, even a banana hammock bathing suit, like the swimmer, bikinis that guys wear, European guys wear. There's no way it was hanging that low. So I think he was naked. Oh, thank you, Mama Rodriguez. Um, and so yeah, I don't think that they care anymore. Or maybe he was just kind of like, it's over. We're going to do what we do. And, and that's it.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. They said her first marriage ended with infidelity issues. Um, what is that noise? I'm sorry, y'all. She got kids over. They having a good time.
Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my God.
Hello.
Yeah. So we've got nieces and nephews over, everyone. So you know what it's like. It's a mom life Saturday night. This is, you know, you guys are my enjoyment on a Saturday night. So this is what we do. Farah has her two cousins over, and it's her birthday, so they're celebrating, having a little sleepover, but they just kind of forgot for a minute that I'm on live. So hopefully that will Tasha, did you go on mute?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Okay.
need to step away for just 1 minute.
Okay, no worries. So let me go to the comments and see what's going on, guys. Um, guys, give me a second so I can flip screens. So if you're saying something, I'm gonna miss you. Where is my? Y'all, you got to give me a second. Sorry, I'm not on the screen. I don't know what happened. I lost my screen. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Okay, here we go. Girl, I'm just now pulling the screen back up. I lost my live uh playback screen. Okay, so I see you guys.
Yeah, girl. So,
Oh, you know what they're doing in there? They've got the karaoke
stop.
on.
Huh?
Huh?
Okay,
The kids
so
are on. Yeah, you guys, I just want to just tell you in advance, the kids are on karaoke, so you guys will hear some weird stuff. I'm going to periodically go on mute, so that way maybe that'll help with the sound. So sorry, guys.
yeah, so yeah, so that whole thing with if Leela did turn the paparazzi on, like, okay, girl, at the end of the day, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a messy situation there.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, she might feel like, you know what, maybe she's just kind of been one of these, like, you know what, waiting for him to kind of end things, or maybe, I don't know. Sometimes people would rather be left than have to leave themselves. I can't really account for that, but there are people who are just kind of, you know, I'd rather I'd rather you leave me. And maybe because they're in California. I don't know what the laws are like. I don't know how much money they have, but you never know. I don't know what kind of premarital agreement she signed with the man. Maybe she gets this amount if he leaves and that amount if she leaves. Because, with some of these people who have a lot of money, it comes down to how do you exit the relationship. And also on TMZ, they were saying it's quite possible that she did deploy the paparazzi because, potentially for that reason, because that's going to help her with her divorce. If he's continually showing this kind of behavior, and they have filed before previously separation actions with the courthouse, so there's several on file that they just did not go through. So she's been to, the courthouse before, or he's been there. There've been motions filed against him. And I think they even said in 2003, when they were married as well, he had a side chick, I guess, who had filed some, um, not a, but like kind of a mental abuse kind of, I don't want to say the exact charge because honestly I don't remember, but he's had some legal action filed against him. I'll put it like that previously. And Tasha, I'll send you the link. So anyone who's interested in learning more, you can go ahead and go to this other blogger's website and then go check out TMZ. But I mean, Antoine Fuqua, good thing he's not an actor and he's been a director, because he's been more behind the scenes. So he's been kind of under the radar with his messiness, but he's messy.
Well, they said that he produced another child while they were married. Um,
Messy.
yeah, he produced another child. I think it was like maybe 10 years ago, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he produced another child while they were married. So, and it
Mess.
was like soon after they got married. Yeah, so it's
Poor Leela Rushan. Poor thing. You know,
yeah.
she
So
might be about like Wendy and be like, you know what, I'm good.
Nirvana 30 says, bottom line, we are all responsible for our actions. Leela will make her own decisions. For her and her hubby will have to suffer whatever consequences for his behavior. Exactly. At the end of the day, when stuff like that happens, like that's a tragedy for a relationship, on whatever part, man or woman, because women cheat too. At the end of the day, whoever is the one who, like in this situation, Leela is she is the victim. She's gonna have to figure out a way to pick herself up and move on. Like
Right.
at the end of the day, that's what you, when you see that that relationship is no more, then you grieve over it. But eventually, baby, you got to pick yourself up and you got to move on. Like, because that's what life does. Life is not going to stand still for you while you grieving. It's the days are keep going to keep, the clock going to keep running, just going to keep running. So you got to do what the clock do. Like the clock keep going, you got to keep going, you know? And I can
Right.
say that being a woman who's been in that situation, I can say that. And when I was cheated on and all that was going on, I was devastated. I was destroyed. I was distraught. I was humiliated. I was everything. And I
Mm-hmm.
cried. I grieved. I did all I had to do. And then one day I just said, you know what, girl, get up out this bed and put some clothes on and go to work.
Pack your shit.
Yeah, get up and go. Like it is what it's already happened.
There's
You can't you can't redo something that's already happened. So I couldn't
And look
redo what
what blessings were in store for you when you did.
exactly.
Look what happened.
Exactly.
I think a lot of times people are just scared. There's lots of reasons to be scared, but when you're scared of kind of like, this is bad, but maybe I can live another day, or things like that. And I know sometimes people are praying for their relationships to heal and get better, but sometimes the answer to your prayer is that door that just opened up, and you can't question that. Sometimes it's just time to go. It's not always about getting a beating. Sometimes it's about being disrespected. Sometimes it's about lots of things, unfulfilled, unfulfillment, put it that way, unhappiness, or just relations just timing themselves out. Unfortunately, it happens to a lot of people where you just kind of fall out of love. There's no infidelity, there's no disrespect, but sometimes people get married because they're raising kids or they had kids and it's over, and that kind of reason, and that season is over and the reason no longer exists, and it's kind of like, okay, well, see you when we have grandkids, kind of thing.
Right.
Let's go do something else. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, if Leela did do that, my hat's off to her for go ahead and putting him on the horrible men's list of the year, along with like Tristan Thompson and all these really horrible guys who've done really terrible things to their women. And he's all the women of the world now know what Antoine Fuqua is up to. And
Well,
sometimes these guys need to be exposed.
Nia E says in the comment, she said, like I said, he left mentally before actually left life the home, or I guess you meant left the home. Um,
He hadn't left, what they say. He's having an affair, so he hasn't left.
right. She's saying that he left mentally, so he's mentally checked out of the
Okay.
relationship. A lot of times in some situations that can be true. And in a lot of situations, you have people just have a problem with committing. You have some people get married for convenience. Like you don't know, like that statement can be true, but it also depends on each and every specific situation. Every situation is different on why
Right.
relationships don't work out. You know,
Some men are just horny. I'm sorry. Some guys, they like having their wife, they like having that mother, they call it like it's like the Madonna something. They like having that one, not Madonna, obviously the pop star, but Madonna as in that mother figure, the perfect mother figure, wife, whatever. And they go get they got the mom home and they got the freak down the street or wherever they're gonna go meet up with them at. He might just be horny. That's it.
yeah,
And Nicole Murphy might just be available for that.
exactly.
I mean, if this is a man with a lot of money, not saying Nicole Murphy doesn't have money, because maybe she still gets child support, maybe she got a great settlement. I'm sure she got something from her husband. She used to deal with Michael Strahan. She might have got a settlement out of that too, even though they weren't married. But when you're leaving and someone just direct deposits you some money, I mean, not, just as in, hey, we had a great time, and if you need anything, here you go. Or, I know you wanted to go shopping, here you go. Sending her $100,000. I mean, I'm sure she's got bills to pay too. So we don't know what their arrangement is. I'm not calling her a hooker, but you're having an affair with a married man. I believe me, I'm sure Nicole Murphy is getting something out of it. And it's probably not all jewelry because she can go buy her own stuff. He's probably, you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff is not free. Her time, it's not just all about jumping on a plane. She's probably, he's probably caking her off some dough. I would hope.
Yeah, Monica MA says that I guess she's saying Leela is saying that her husband has left mentally out of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That could be, like I said, it's specific to each and every situation. That could be the situation. I don't know. At the end of the day, hopefully Leela will make the best decision for her and her family. At the end of the day, that's the only way that you can, relate to it. She'll make the best decision. Of course, people's feelings are going to be hurt. Things, the kids are going to be, unfortunately, the kids are going to be drug in the middle of it. That's the unfortunate part. When men go out here and do their cheating, women too, when they go out here and do their cheating, especially if there's kids involved, a lot of times they don't think about the children. They just think about themselves. They're in the moment, you know.
Right. Like I
And
said, horny.
right, exactly.
I mean, I hate to be crass, guys, but it's after 9. We can call it what it is.
Right,
They horny. They
exactly.
want some
You're right.
sex. They want some strange. Isn't that what they used to call it? They want some.
Yeah,
They
some
want
strength.
something different. They want something different.
Exactly.
You know, that's what they
Yeah.
want. And Nicole Murphy. I mean, she's maintained herself quite well. Leela Rashawn's a beautiful woman, and she looks great too. Nicole, you know, she looks amazing. Over 50, 5 kids. She still looks the same as she did years ago. So does Leela Rashawn. But he wants some strange.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right, y'all. We
It's
didn't talk
a it's a
about
mess.
him.
Did y'all see Lisa Ray on Lisa Ray's got some feelings on this? I guess just to pivot a little bit, same topic, but Lisa Ray was not happy hearing the name Nicole Murphy. She had some feelings on the topic. I mean, you could tell she was I wouldn't say bitter, but she had feelings. She was still in her feelings about Nicole Murphy. I think she felt like Nicole Murphy had something to do with some cheating that went on with her husband. So did y'all see that video?
Yeah, I saw some of it. I didn't see all of it. But yeah, girl, I don't know. Let me ask you this. Are you familiar with CJ So Cool? Are you familiar with him?
No. Mm-mm.
Well, he's a YouTuber on here. He's a younger guy. I don't know. He's probably in his mid-20s or something like that. But he had a lot going on YouTube here in the last couple of weeks, last week or so, with his current girlfriend and his baby mama. They were going at each other about the child that CJ So Cool has with his uh, former girlfriend. So they were going at it on Instagram, and then it kind of spilled over into YouTube as well. Royalty, which is his current girlfriend's name, I guess
Oh, jeez.
called herself trying to clap back at CJ So Cool's
Mm.
mama. I forget her name, but
Her mama.
some
His
of them,
mama.
huh?
His. She was trying to clap back at his mama.
And his baby mother.
Oh,
And
his
it's his
baby
baby
mama.
mother.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
about to say it's like open season on mamas right now. Okay.
No, girl. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of me felt like some of that was staged because CJ So Cool. He's real flashy, and he has like several million subscribers.
Mm.
I think it says 7 million or something like that. Like he got a lot of subscribers, and a lot of young
Yes, he
people
got
are,
almost as much as you.
yeah, a lot of young people are subscribed to him. So a lot of me made me feel like he did a lot of that because that keeps some views coming. I
Of
don't know why I feel this
course.
way, but I
Wait,
just
hold on. Let me see. I'm clicking on his channel now. CJ, so cool. Who is this girl? Is that the girl? Is that the baby mom, the queen? So that's his queen,
no
the girl with the long
royalty.
hair.
Royalty is his girlfriend.
That's okay, because he got her sitting on a throne with a crown on her head. Is
Yeah.
that and that's the one that's mother to the children.
No, she's not mother. She has children,
What?
but they're not his.
Those are not.
Yeah,
Oh,
he just had one
interesting.
child.
Interesting.
I think her name is Kamar.
She looks like a Cardi B-ish a little
Yeah,
bit,
she's
does
Puerto
she?
Rican. Hmm.
Okay, she's from the picture, she looks nice. They look cute. Okay, so he has 7,218,545 to be exact. Interesting. Cool. Oh, they have a nice
Yeah.
house. It's
I
bright
really don't
yellow.
want to spend much time on him, but he's a
Mhm.
YouTuber that had a lot of drama that's been going on too. But at the end of the day, he just needs to make sure. Like I don't know, French, I don't know how you feel about this, but I just feel like when it comes to situations like that, like he has a girlfriend he's in a current relationship with. Then he had a previous relationship with another woman that he had a child
Mhm.
with. I just feel
Yeah.
like if him and the baby mama is having issues, I just feel like the girlfriend should stay out of it and let him handle the issues with the baby mama because I feel like when she involved herself, like you made it worse. Like she heightened it up more than it should have been.
What'd she do? Can you give us a little for instance?
Well, she was on Instagram and she was basically, I guess they were having like an anniversary or something. So they went to this restaurant. And so she was like bragging on Instagram, basically throwing subliminals to the baby mama, like, I'm here, you ain't, he love me. He taking care of my kid. He taking care of kids that don't even belong to him. They living up in this house. Like she was saying stuff like that. And I was just like,
Mhm. Like, hey, bitch.
that's obvious. We already know that. So tell us something we don't know. You know, I don't know.
She was being young. She was feeling herself. I mean, at the end of the day, when people have to do that, she may think or may know that maybe he still has some feelings for his baby mom. I mean, the only time you got to try to make sure that your presence is known and felt is when you in your heart don't feel that your presence is known and felt. Because when you are making, when you are I guess relevant in a situation, you can sit and move in silence. But if you feel like I'm kind of a third wheel in this whole thing, or you're not sure what's going on, I guess she's doing part of that also just to make herself, feel good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that kind of shows to me a little bit of insecurity, but that's also maybe a sign of their age. She
yeah,
might just be a little immature. She might not realize, you know what, if you pump your brakes and chill, show a little bit more class, he might wife you up. If you continue to act stupid and want to act like that around the mother of his kids, and he does still have feelings for her, at least that he respects her and cares for her as the mother of his children, and you keep disrespecting her, she might find herself or see herself still remain single, because men don't typically wife up a woman like that. I'm not going to make you wife over my kids and you're bringing heat and static to the situation. If you sit and be cool, maybe I can bring you in a little bit more. But if you want to keep injecting yourself in a negative way and causing me problems, she probably won't make it.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I dated a guy before my husband and I got together, and he had a baby mama that was nuts. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I was the girlfriend, and when he had situations with her, like I stayed in the background. I didn't like. He would say, "What you think? What you think?" I mean, what you think? Because I don't want to get involved in that. Like that's between you and her. Y'all handle that. I don't know, just me as the girlfriend, I just didn't really feel like as long as she wasn't disrespecting me, like when it came between what they were doing with their children, yeah, they didn't have anything to do with me. Now, if you start involving me, then yes, now I'm gonna jump in. But as long as my name wasn't associated in the conversation, and I felt
Yeah.
like they were having a relation talk just about the children, I feel like I didn't have any say so in that. And
Hey, babe.
he say so.
Who's that? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Excuse me.
I didn't feel like I needed to insert myself in that because I felt like you didn't need me prior to that. Like just because I'm the girlfriend, okay, that's fine. But you're talking to her about the dealings of y'all children. that y'all had way before I came along.
Right.
I'm not going to be involved in that. Y'all can handle that. Like, I feel like I trust you. I feel like when women start inserting themselves in those situations, they have a lack of trust. Like, they don't trust that man. They
Mhm.
feel like, oh well, y'all got kids, so y'all have feelings for each other still. No, that's not necessarily always the case. A lot of it.
But sometimes it is.
Yeah,
Like
sometimes,
look at Will Smith and his wife. I mean
mhm,
ex-wife.
mhm.
So what is it, Sheree or
I believe
whatever the
that.
first wife's name is. Sherry, something like that. At first, Jada Pinkett says, I don't know if you guys saw those red table talks when they first started. And she had the sit down with Will Smith's first wife. Now they're in their 40s. What is that? A
Wow.
moth? Oh my lord! Y'all see that? Did you see how big it was? It flew. If you see how small this thing is, when it flew up in the camera, it looked so big. Okay, so back to Jada Pinkett and the wife, first wife. Back in their 20s. I mean, Jada was real salty. She wasn't a mom. And she said, now thinking back as a mom, now thinking back at 40-ish versus 20-ish, she was feeling some type of way. She was doing things probably she wouldn't have done today because she's grown and not immature, and vice versa. And but they've all grown, and this is a relationship where you could tell Will does have a lot of love for the first wife, and respect, but there's nothing going on. And and Jada was very vocal. She said, I was probably in things I shouldn't have been. Do you imagine? I mean, it's the same thing, but luckily it's worked out for all of them. And they're all with their respective spouses. Everybody's happy. They say they vacation together. Everything is all hunky-dory, and that's wonderful. That's not how it always works out, but that's a success story. Even though initially it wasn't a success story, he said it was very it wasn't tumultuous, but it was stressful at the beginning because they were all young. They were all in their 20s.
Well, not only that, Will Smith first, was he married to her, the first one?
Yeah, that was his high
Okay.
school sweetheart.
Yeah, and that's why. That's why it was, because I mean they had been together since high school, so there was a lot of
Yeah.
emotions and feelings. So once she seen Will had moved on, she hadn't necessarily moved on. But like time heals all wounds. So eventually time healed those wounds, and she was able to, deal with Jada and Will as a blended family,
Well,
because that's what
but
they
also
are.
Jada had to deal with Will and his first wife.
Right.
She admitted to stepping in areas that she should not have. Now, in retrospect, as a mother, she sees how she was dead wrong.
Right.
But
Right.
she didn't know that then. She thought she was staking her claim. And now I'm tying this into CJ So Cool and the scenario you mentioned with his girlfriend. She's trying to make a place for herself. She's trying to stake her claim
But she
and
got
give
a
some.
place. The clothes in the closet, baby. You got a place. You live there.
Right.
Your daughter
That
live there.
doesn't matter.
I'm
Girl,
just saying.
clothes can be packed up quick. And when you have money, your clothes can be packed up quick, and you can not have the gate code anymore. Gate code can be changed.
Yeah, but
You go away one day too long and you are out the house.
yeah, but in their situation, like she all in the videos. You know what I
Doesn't
mean?
matter.
Like
Girl, when someone's ready to break up, it's
she's
over.
there, but she's there for right now. Now I don't know what can
Right.
happen later on, but for right now, she's there.
I'm just
Um,
saying that relationships can end quickly.
well, of course,
And
yeah.
just the fact that you know what I mean, they can end quickly. And probably some of her interference in the relationship with the baby mama is, of course, due to lack of maturity and insecurity.
Let me take a question from the chat really quick. Tracy C says they have kids together, but I don't ever butt in. His ex always includes her. How many boyfriends she has during the time? Hold on. Okay, I'm missing that. I can't really see it. I have to go back. She said they have kids together, but I don't ever butt in. His ex always includes her, how many boyfriends she has during the times. My husband has almost gotten into fights with her different boyfriends. Girl, why is okay? Well, why is he getting in fights with the boyfriend? Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know about that, baby. I don't know why your husband's getting in fights with the his I don't know if they would say ex-wife or whatever boyfriend. I don't know about that. But Mama Rodriguez says the baby mama is ignorant. She was very petty. It's the total opposite. Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Well, I heard the baby mama because I know the baby mama has said that CJ so cool be texting her still and all that. I mean, I don't know if that's to be true because I'm my thing is this: why are you saying that now that you're angry? Like if he's still texting you, you need to tell that when you're not mad. It's just funny how when people mad, how everything start coming out.
Everything bothers you. When
Right.
you're mad, you're bothered.
Like
When you're happy, it's okay.
if you were so upset about him texting you, like if you felt like that was so wrong because you got this whole woman over here, then you should have been telling that prior to now you mad. Now you want to start spilling the tea, you know?
Well, because yeah,
Um,
when you turn from girlfriend or wife, baby mama to side chick, that's a sad day. That's a sad day. When
mm-hmm.
you've been replaced and now you're second fiddle, when you go from first chair to second chair, that's a sad day.
Yeah, but I mean that it happens. It happens in relationships when a relationship don't
It
work out
doesn't
and
it doesn't have to happen.
when the man and woman don't, like they decide that they're not gonna,
It
you know,
doesn't have to
work
happen
anymore.
though. You don't have to. Come on, ladies, let's not be crumb snatchers out here. If you lose the first chair in the orchestra, go find another band.
Right.
Go find somewhere else to go sit. Don't take second chair, especially when you've been in the house, with the key. Now you knocking on the door. I wish no. Uh-uh. That's called crumb snatching. Don't go pick up crumbs. That's whack.
Yeah, Tracy C, I don't know why the your husband's ex-girlfriend or wife or whatever she is seems to play on his emotions. Yeah, I don't know why that is, baby. Whatever she got going on with some other man, I mean, if the man is putting their hands on or something like that, she might want to call the police about that and maybe not call your husband over there to save the day because he could potentially get himself hurt. So I don't know. I don't know about that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, girl. So we're gonna move on to another topic. Um,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
so girl.
YouTube screens. Or was there what else happened? Well, Wendy turned 55. Can I just say that? Did
Yeah,
everybody wish
Wendy
Wendy a
turned
happy birthday?
55.
Yes. Good old Wendy. I'm happy for her. She seems so happy. Let's take a little Wendy break for a second. Someone who made it to the other side, I'm hoping. She said divorce has been good for her.
Oh, she's divorced now?
Well, divorcing,
Oh, okay.
the divorce process. She's enjoying herself. She said it's been good. She's probably happier. Even if she's sad, she's probably happier on this side of the fence than she was on the other side of the fence. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
being being in despair and being with this no account husband that she had, unfortunately. Girl, did you see the picture this week of Kevin Sr. and Kevin Jr. in court?
No, for that fight that they
Girl.
had.
Yes. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh my goodness, no, I
Um,
didn't see that. I know
it was
that
sad.
Tracy
It's a
put more
sad day
messiness
to
and
see
foolishness. Hmm.
these I mean, Kevin Hunter, who cares, but you know what I'm saying, to see a father and son in court, and then people who don't need to be in court like that. I mean, my goodness, these are people who have money and standing in their community, and you got them in court. Like, it's sad. It's just sad like that, especially for fighting. And Kevin Jr. looked just like his mama. Hold on. You keep. I'm gonna find the picture. But yeah, there's a picture where you see Kevin Sr. off to the side, Kevin Jr. and the attorney kind of in the middle, and they're at their respective tables, and it's sad.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what's so sad about that whole situation is they shouldn't even be in court. I think
Right.
Kevin Jr. I'm sure he has love for his father, but he loved his mama, and he felt like his mama was done wrong. Kevin Jr. probably been knowing a long time that his daddy was cheating on his mama. And when it got exposed, it got exposed. So I think maybe that confrontation was more of anger, like, why you do my mama like this? Why you tear up our family? Um, but at the end of the day, Kevin Jr. got to understand he got a little baby sister now. So, yeah, he gonna have to come around a little bit because he got a little baby sister, and the baby didn't have nothing to do with anything. So you can't take it out on the baby, right? You can't do that.
Well, but just like, do you think Beyonce is going around to go see that little girl or little boy that Matthew Knowles had out of on Tina Knowles? Beyonce might just be like, you know what, I got my sister Solange, and that's my sibling. Um, you know, I mean, maybe biologically you got another sibling, but as far as like in practice, nah, that's my father's other kid. I mean, that might be how he feels.
Yeah, yeah, it might be how he feels, but I don't know, Prince. Why? I'm gonna
Oh,
be honest with you. I don't like all that fighting and arguing and bickering back and forth. I just don't like all that. I don't like all that. I really don't.
yeah. I mean, that's easier said than done, though. To just all of it, like, accept uh your. I mean, look how hard it is for Wendy to accept the side chick, and then now her kid has to accept the side chick and her child. Do you guys want to see this picture?
Hey, Scott Squad.
I found the picture. Do y'all want to see it, or we can skip it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Let's see. Can y'all see? Yeah, right
Oh
here.
wow. Yeah, that's
So
unfortunate.
there's Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
There's Kevin Jr.'s lawyer, and there's little Kevin Jr. Kevin Jr. is yoked for a young man.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Well, that's sad. Okay, girl.
Very
So
sad.
y'all know this week a lot of stuff been going on. We gonna start from most current, and we gonna move our way on down to what happened maybe earlier in the week or last week. After we did live last week. So I did see today that Olivia got her tattoo removed. I did not see the
Yeah.
video. I just saw the
I saw it.
video. You did see the video?
I saw it. Yes.
Okay, can you tell us something about it? Because I hadn't
I
seen
can.
it.
So it started out as a wonderful outing with two sisters. They went to St. Petersburg, Florida, and went to a tattoo parlor. I cannot remember the name, but yeah, they went on like a little sister outing to go ahead and get the tattoo covered. So they went to a parlor, um, and basically, picked out a tattoo, and basically she got that tattoo done. Her sister was kind of like, no, don't get something so big. The guy was like, no, to accurately cover it up, to do what we got to do to make it look nice and professional. It's going to be what it is. Like, I guess even though it's a small tattoo, she was going to have a big tattoo to make sure, like, a design that they could really camouflage and create something new rather than just really looking like you just covered something up. So, because I guess the goal with the cover up is to not make it look like you covered something up, to just make it look like a new tattoo, right? So,
Mm.
and that's basically what the whole video was. I mean, they showed the whole process of her getting the tattoo. They allowed her to film. So, I mean, it was no like major information dropped unless someone else saw it and I'm leaving something out, but that was basically it. I did get the alert on Instagram. She went live and was talking about it a little bit, or said, hey guys, I got my tattoo covered up. And it was like maybe right before or right after she dropped the video. Um, but yeah, I mean, it looked like to me this week, not to jump too far backwards, was that she was really going through some kind of realization of it being over. And I think this is probably like a step for her to get some closure with, having his name on your neck and that whole thing to kind of move beyond that. So
I mean,
that's
removing the name off her neck is not gonna remove them three faces sitting there looking at her every day.
right. But I mean,
That's
having your body branded, if you will, with a name that no longer is of interest to you. I mean, she loves her kids, and even though her kids look just like their dad, that may not be as much of the problem as you've got the man's name right here. So maybe having this, lotus flower or rose. I thought she asked for a lotus flower, but I'm not sure if that's what she got, if she got a rose or what, but she got a flower. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's not going to remove the kids, but I guess it's going to help her get, having a man's name on your body. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still there. It's just covered up with a flower.
yeah, and maybe and that also because eventually she's gonna start dating again, and that would probably be a deal breaker for the fact that this man trying to date you. And you got this whole man's name on you. Like she probably couldn't say it's the kid's name because Christian name clearly is not Gerard. So,
Right.
um,
Unless it's his middle name or something, but
right. Ooh, okay. Um,
but
I,
yeah, it was an outing. The video was really more of like a sisterly outing. I'm going to get a tattoo. The tattoo is the cover up of Gerard. So for all of us who follow the story of what's going on with Olivia, that's something that she's talked about, and definitely we were able to see her actually go ahead and get that cover up done.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's all I pretty much seen about
Mhm.
Olivia. She really ain't, since her and Gerard ain't in the same household, she don't really be having a lot going on. Not saying that I'm just sitting around trolling people's channels to see what they got going on, but she just got normal, regular content, and
Right.
that's fine for that. I mean, a few weeks ago she had some, drama going on, but that seems to have died down a little bit. So that's good.
Well,
Um,
in a way, I'm happy for her because you know what? She's been through a lot, and it's nice to have just some regular life going on right now, probably to just settle into something a little bit more, where you don't have to deal, she can heal
yeah,
and find a space for herself that she's comfortable and get settled into doing this whole thing on her own and that kind of stuff. So it's good to have kind of non because gosh, Tasha, I mean, some people that we watch on here, they got stuff going on every day.
Girl,
I
let me tell you something, Francois. Let
Every
me tell
day,
you something.
all
I
day.
don't live like that. Like,
I won't live like that.
girl, I'll be crazy as a Bessie
I won't live like that. No
Yeah, I
way.
couldn't live
No,
like that.
honey.
Like, I just all that constant drama every day, girl. My nerves would be so bad.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I couldn't
Oh
do
my
that.
God.
Like, I don't even care if it's make believe drama. I just to sit around and conjure up that type of stuff. Like, I just don't have the patience for it. And for the ones, and don't get me wrong, there are some people, unfortunately, that do live with a bunch of hell in their houses, and I just I pray for those people because I couldn't do
Yes.
like that. I thank God that my life is not perfect by any means, but it's as normal should be. You know,
Right.
my husband and I, we argue, we disagree. I mean, who don't? We two different people with two different minds, so of course we're going
Right.
to disagree. But at the end of the day, we manage to have our disagreements and our arguments to the point where they don't explode and overspill into something more tumultuous.
Right.
We can handle it like adults. You know,
Right.
and like true, a lot of time, child, when he get to going, I just be like, I just don't say nothing. I just sit and listen. I'll be like a bobblehead. I'll be like, because sometimes you ain't got to say anything back. Sometimes you just need to listen. You ain't got.
Yeah.
So like my daughter, she likes to have the last word. See, I'm the type of person I don't like to have the last word. I don't have to have the last word because I feel like once I say it, it's gonna give an impact where I don't need to have another word said.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have that delivery.
Right.
You know what I mean? So But he's my husband. He's that type of person, baby. He got to have the last word. And you know what? I let him.
Mhm.
I let him. Cause look, at the end of the day, I know what I how I feel and what's right. And maybe him and I disagree, and I'm be like, okay, like I'm saying, I'm bobblehead. I'm like, okay,
And wait, Tasha, and how it's gonna go?
right, yeah.
Right. Mhm.
Like, okay, like, all right, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I already know what I'm getting ready to do.
Right. It's like, okay, if you say so.
I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
Hmm. Yeah. What we saying and what we doing is, little do you know, is two different things. But
Yeah, Dominique said that's what she do to her husband. She just left her
Mhm.
child. I just girl,
Right.
I'm just sitting. I'm like, okay,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
okay. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, as soon as you walk out that room, I'm
Come on, we can't tell all the mom wife secrets right
okay. I'm like,
now. We can't
so
because there could be men watching and we spilling ladies' tea. Yeah,
exactly.
we can't mess it up for all the ladies on
I
here.
know I can't tell all my ancient Chinese secrets.
You're right.
Can't tell all my ancient Chinese secrets.
I got kids back here. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Autumn Antonio. Or
Nirvana said, she
Autumn.
said, Tasha, I'm the same way. She said, when my hubby is on one, she said it takes two to argue, and I won't be one of them. Girl, okay. I mean, baby, I just sit there and be like, okay, sir. You know what I'm saying? I just okay, sir.
Autumn.
I just be sitting there like, you know, because I don't want to do all that. Like I don't want to
Mm-mm.
do all that arguing stuff because you know them things, them arguments will spill over into bigger things. And baby, I ain't
Right.
go
And
there.
then it's like, well, and then this, and then that, no.
Exactly, Dominique. She said you got to choose your back, girl. Why do I tell my children that all the time? My daughter, she's real confrontational. You know what I'm saying? So I had to tell her all the time,
Mm.
child, you got to learn how to pick your battles. Like everything don't deserve a clap back. You don't got to clap
Right.
back all the
And
time.
everything doesn't
You know?
deserve all of your energy either. Sometimes, and also being a good friend and a good partner and a good spouse is also sometimes saying, you know what? Let them have it. And not even like in the way we were just talking before. Just let them have it. Sometimes, is it that big of a deal? Sometimes let someone have a win or let someone get their way.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I'm gonna let you answer this question.
mhm.
Then Tracy C says, she says, yes, Tasha, I'm the same. I usually brush stuff off and let him talk. We're both exactly the same when it comes to arguing. I let him talk too. She said, but is that bad not to add your thoughts or opinions?
You're asking me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. I let him talk too, but is it bad not to add your thought? No. I mean, unless you don't feel strongly about, I mean, sometimes it's just like, okay.
Yeah, you know what, baby?
I
At the end of
mean,
the day, your thoughts and opinions. Like what I would do is, if y'all having a disagreement, let him get all the things he want to say off his chest, and then you politely say, "Are you finished? Like, can I talk
or
now?"
no,
And you can
okay.
do it sarcastically, just like,
Well,
can I speak now?" And he'll more than likely say yes, and just like, "Okay, well, this is what
you
I do."
know,
You know,
how about I heard what wait, can I just say, Monica, MA, mommy is sleeping. She's fine. She's good. Thanks for checking. She's sleeping, girl, because normally mommy is crying right about now. Okay, to me, so Tasha, this is just a pet peeve of mine. Like, can I finish? Are you done? Can I talk now? That I don't I don't like those, but everyone's different. When someone's talking, it's like, okay, I heard what you said. I'm acknowledging what you said. This is how I feel. Or what I heard was, you need this from me, or you need that from me. You know what I mean? Like, can I talk? Can I, all that kind of stuff almost sometimes can make the other person feel like they haven't been heard, and also make it sound like you are just waiting to talk, and also kind of sometimes diminishes what the other person said. So sometimes repeating a little bit of what you just heard lets them know you heard them, and this is how I feel about that. or this is how that made me feel, not like, are you accusing me of this or that? Sometimes it's really good to really kind of repeat the dialogue a little bit before you say it, so it comes off, even if you're upset about what the person said, it helps diffuse it some, but
Let me give you an
sometimes it's
example.
good to not say anything if you're not in that space either, too.
So let me give you an
Mhm.
example. Today, my husband and I was having a excuse me, a conversation over the phone, and I was telling him about we was talking about a situation. I was letting him know how I felt, and so he was, responding back, but he has a very deep voice. So he's on the phone, but I felt like he was yelling at me. So I was like, but wait a minute, why are you yelling? And he's like, I'm not yelling. I'm just talking. I said, okay, but I
Mhm.
feel like you yelling. I said, well, you know what? Let's do this. Wait till you get here and then we'll talk. Because I understand you driving, you concentrating on the road, whatever. So when he got here, that's what we did. We talked, and
Mhm.
he said, you know what? I apologize if you felt like I was yelling. He said I was getting a little irritated, but I wasn't yelling. So I was like, okay,
And
because
that's good sometimes because everyone can take like a 5-second timeout, even if the 5-second timeout's 5 hours. That's good.
right,
That's and Tasha, I think we are helping some people tonight because we got 83 people in this chat, and I know we are helping some people tonight because it's not easy all the time communicating with people, especially a spouse, partner, friend, coworker. It's sometimes it's all in that delivery. Sometimes stuff is not that serious, but when you have a difficulty communicating or someone is not hearing you and it is said in a way that is not received in the way you meant it, girl, it goes bad quick. So
well, I'm gonna ask this really
yeah.
quick for the 82 people that's watching. Can we at least get the likes to about 50? We had 38.
Yes, come on, y'all.
Can we at least get them likes to about 50? Okay. Now that's all I ask. All I ask you to do is hit a button.
Right.
And
We
it's
saved you a lot of money from going out tonight. We providing the entertainment tonight. Can we get just a little bit of love in the
hey,
form of a like?
So at the end of the day, for all the people that's having communication situations, problems in their relationships, y'all just got to come to a happy medium on how y'all need to communicate with each other. Like communication is the key to any relationship. If y'all don't
Mhm.
communicate, y'all will not have a relationship. Like it's just that simple. There's no way
Yes.
around it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you don't learn how to communicate with your significant other, you're not going to be able to carry on a nurturing relationship.
Yeah, because
Uh, yeah. So you
it's
got to
I wouldn't say it's hard. I think it's easy when you love someone. It's hard when you don't. Okay? Let that soak in for a second. It's easy when you do, it's hard when you don't. And I think it's also easy to walk away when you don't. Um so when people just like, "Oh my gosh, he just got up and left." Well, yeah, cuz he don't love you. I'm sorry.
right.
I said it.
Okay.
I said it. That's that's what it is.
So
Um
as we're talking about this, we're gonna move on into another YouTuber.
mhm.
You know what, y'all? I guess it's the month for I don't know, dysfunction YouTube relationships. I don't know what it is. I seen the Bells Plus Two. She had a post up today, something about the side chick calling again or DMing again or something about the side chick. And then Strong Mommy Chrissy, she's had some stuff going on this week. If you guys have not yet seen, Francois and I both did some reactions on those. Here recently, Strong Mommy Chrissy did a live today, and I did a reaction video on that earlier this morning. But she did a live today, you guys, where she has came out and said that the side chick called and said that she's pregnant with a baby girl and that she's due in October. Um, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Like at this point, what do y'all think? Yeah, if y'all
Like
see my video, y'all heard what I think
of the situation or the
of the situation of the. If you didn't see the live, then but of the situation.
so Chrissy's live this morning.
Let's stop before we go with that. Okay, Life of Destiny says, "What do you think of the Bells Plus Two doing all that work on her body? Can we talk about self love? Well, you know what, baby. It's funny that you said that because I was thinking the exact same thing. I said, "Girl, she going for she didn't had it, girl, Francois. She didn't had her chin done.
Mm,
She didn't had two BBL surgeries, two or three, two I know for sure. Like she's doing a lot of work to her body, and I think Marcia is a beautiful woman.
mm-hmm.
Obviously, she felt like she needed to do some enhancements. Maybe she's trying to go for a modeling career. Maybe she's trying to go to a different level with YouTube, and maybe she's trying to get into modeling. I don't know. Like that's the only thing I could think of.
Well, the type of okay, Fashion Nova, things like that, but typically a curvy someone who has gone for the type of surgery that she's gone for is not going to be like a fashion model. They're going to be more of like a Instagram bathing suit, um, you know, uh, social media model. We'll put it that way.
It's okay to do some enhancements. Like if you have some things, like I ain't gonna lie to y'all, cause your girl over here want a tummy tuck so daggone bad. You
Yes,
know,
mommy makeover.
yes, I definitely after having four
Mm.
children, two vaginal births and two C-sections, baby, I need a mommy makeover in the worst way. Um, and would I, yeah, but some people, you guys, just like some people get addicted to tattooing, some people get addicted to augmentation of the body. You know, some people are just addicted to it. Just like that lady, I know you guys seen it. The one that wanted to look like the Barbie doll. Like she
She was a hot mess.
of surgeries just so she could look like a Barbie doll. You know, I mean, I think Marcia is maybe because I thought she was a nice looking girl and had a nice shape prior to the BBL surgery. But again, I'm not in her skin, so I don't know. But I mean, to get augmentation to your body doesn't necessarily mean you don't love yourself. It just may be some things you want to look better. But I'm gonna tell y'all once they get to cutting, baby, they don't stop. But a lot
Mm-mm.
of people that I know that have gotten augmentation type surgeries, like they just keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's the unfortunate thing because you got to understand, baby, you doing all that stuff, that body is gonna get old. So what happens when them wrinkles and stuff coming in? We're gonna
And one of the ways that they get you is when you get your surgery, they allow you to get a revision a year later. So they bring you back to make sure that the surgery accomplished the goal of what you were looking for. And if there's any kind of nips and tucks that they need to do to finalize the surgery, but then oftentimes, you already want something else. They'll say, oh, well, we already have you under anesthesia and we'll just let you add this, that, or the third, and it won't be as expensive. Um, that's okay, well, I'm going to be under, I wanted to get this or that, and I'll get this, that, and the third done, because I mean, I definitely have known people to do that, and it does, it can, I don't want to say addicting, because I don't want to say that they're addicted to it, but it's whatever it is. And at a certain point you have to be satisfied. That's what I say. You have to kind of either appreciate or be okay with what God gave you or what you made for yourself, and be satisfied and just say, what, it is what it is. This is what I have, this is what I've got. And I don't know, I maybe it was on Oprah one day where she said that when she wakes up, I know Oprah, everyone's kind of, sometimes people are like, it's a bit much or whatever, but she's like, I thank God for my arms, my legs, my mind, all these things that I wake up and they're still working, because other people, some people can't walk, some people have no, what I mean? And I know it might sound kind of random and obvious but you got to be thankful for what you have so that you can really appreciate. So if you're going to do stuff like, like enhancements, go for it. I'm not anti enhancements at all. And I would certainly, Tasha, I'm right there with you. If I could get myself a mommy makeover, girl, I would. Um, but I'm okay when I look in the mirror. You know what I
right.
mean? I'm okay. If I've never got the perfect body, I'm not going to lose one wink of sleep.
Well, I'm
If
gonna be honest with you. Me and my husband have been discussing for the past, I don't know, he said it again today. Him and I are both gonna start walking. Like that's something we're gonna
Mhm,
start doing in the evenings. And I know, Francois, you and your husband used to do
mhm,
that a lot too.
mhm.
Um, we're gonna start walking in the evenings. Just to I told him, I said, look, I know I need to lose some weight.
Mhm.
He's not really a big man, but he has health issues too, and losing some weight can help with those health issues.
Mhm.
So it's okay. But you gotta love yourself first.
Mhm.
Once you love yourself, then you'll start to accept how your body looks and stuff like that. Um, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got the money for that right now.
Right.
But
Yeah, it's expensive.
yeah, but I would like to get a mommy makeover because I feel like I deserve that. Like my stomach, baby, I don't like all that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to look down and see my stuff down there. I can
Right.
lift my little belly up to see it. I don't like
Mhm.
that. You know? So
And that's real. That's real talk on a Saturday night.
yeah. Girl, I'm serious, child. I need to just take a little hacksaw and just just shank this stomach right on off because it bothers me.
Mhm.
But that's really all I want to get done is because like my butt, like I'm happy with that. Okay, my granny gave me that. My mama, my
Uh,
um, but my stomach, baby, I can donate this thing to science. I ain't gonna even lie. I can't stand my stomach. But that's my own fault, Francois, because when I was having kids, I didn't do what the doctor told me to do. You know how you're supposed to put that little waist trainer thing on?
mhm.
Supposed to see, I had C-section, so it hurted. I didn't want to put
Mhm.
that thing on, but I'm
Yeah, I
telling you
should have
right
listened
now.
to you. My mom told me that. She was like, get a good girdle for after you have the baby. And I did not listen. And I had some good girdles because I used to sell Body Magics. I don't know if y'all remember Body Magic waist trainers, but I used to sell those. I used to be a consultant, and I have a collection of all of those. Um, and yeah, I should have been wearing mine too. I didn't listen. I didn't listen to my mother. Go figure, right?
Queen
So,
KB, she says do 200 squats 2 times a day. Girl,
mm,
I had knee surgery. Baby, I
I
could
would be
bend
crawling to
down and pick
work.
my shoe off the floor.
I would be in the emergency room.
I mean, you know what? Had I not gained as much, like if I would have started that a long time ago, then it would be easy for me to do that. I mean, I guess eventually I could, I mean, I probably couldn't do 200. I probably had to start off with 5 and then work my way up,
Well,
you know.
let
But yeah,
me.
it's
I
hard
have a
to do that.
friend. I have a classmate from. Gosh, I've known this guy since the seventh grade. Um, and last year he did a challenge and started doing um, one push up a day. He did one on the 1st of January, two on the 2nd, three on the 3rd, to where he got to December 31st and did 365 push ups.
Oh,
So
wow.
he measured himself. So, of course, he's building his resistance. You may think one, then two, then three, but he was building his resistance every day. And he ended up losing like about 25 pounds, like doing nothing else. He increased his physical fitness, got more into not so much working out, but taking a little bit better care of himself, eating, all of those things with one push up. Because like that expression that says the journey of a million miles starts with the first step.
Yes.
And it reminds me of that because he started with one push-up and then was able to do 365, and he was recording it on YouTube. So I'll go to my Facebook because, again, like I said, he's a classmate. And can you believe this annoying sound? I'm just going to break for a second, not pretend like I don't hear it. Can you
Okay.
believe that annoying sound right now? But anyway, I will find it. Yeah. Charlie, yes, I need a drink because that's drive. I can't even talk. Let me put myself on mute for a second while I have to handle this noise. I'll be back. One
Yeah,
second.
that's okay. So Tracy, she said I need to get my umbilical hernia fixed, but if I did, then the squats lower, my sciatica will flare up. Girl, okay. Dawn said if it's going to cause me to be in pain afterwards, I'll pass on all. Baby, what you done said, child, I'm here on the floor. You hear me? I will be straight on the floor. Um, yeah, y'all. At the end of the day, my body just, yeah, I can't do that type of stuff anymore. I mean, I guess if I tried, I would be all right with it, but your girl just ain't even tried.
Look at this.
Girl, what is that?
This is this is what I'm dealing with.
Oh,
Okay?
mm-mm.
This is little mama's toy. That
Oh,
this is what they were playing
oh
with.
Lord. Okay.
You know how sometimes you got to get something and you just hide it? You know how like back in the day, like your teachers or your mom would just like take something from you and hide it. So that's what
Yeah.
I just did.
Nikki said, she said, Tasha, you funny. She said, I see my stuff, can't see my stuff either since my hysterectomy. Belly fat has taken over. Girl, isn't it just horrible? It's just so horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just horrible, y'all. I mean, after I had my knee surgeries, y'all, I can barely bend over and like if something falls up under the bed, child, I got to wait till one of the children is available to get up under the bed to get it for me. Because child, when somebody say bend down, get on your knees, I'll be like, for what? I can't do. No, well, who gonna help me get back up? uh-uh.
Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so I'm sorry I changed the subject. So we were on Chrissy. I think we were all
Oh
getting caught up on
man,
Chrissy, our good friend. Girl, I hope, I wish her the best. I wish her the best. At the end of the day, I do wish her the best because she's been going through it. So yeah, that live this morning was pretty painful. I mean, I felt bad for her because there was a lot there. So I don't know if you want to start off unpacking it, but it was you knew on this live because it was early. It was early on the East Coast. So I knew it was even earlier in Las Vegas. She got up early in the morning to talk to us. So you knew it had to be something. She wasn't just calling to say hi.
well, if y'all noticed though, the last couple lives that she's done, child, she's sitting in the parking lot of somebody's Walmart. Like she gonna make sure y'all don't get that address this time because y'all know normally Chrissy go live in front of her house. But people didn't peep that out, honey. And Chrissy said, "Okay, well, y'all helpers think y'all smart. Well, I'm even smarter." Child, she didn't went all the way to the Walmart to go live. I said,
She said,
"Girl."
child cheese. Y'all not getting me.
I was like, "Okay, girl." But yeah, so y'all in that live, I seen it, and she said that I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I said it in my video. But with the video, you have thoughts. But for me, a lot of times after I watch the video, because yes, I watch my videos a couple times. A lot of them views be mine. Okay, um, I was like, dang, I should have said that. It was on my mind, but I'm just talking and I'm thinking all at the same time. But like I said in my video, you guys, Strong Mommy Chrissy, I think she has already knew that there was a possible baby coming about. You know, again, like I said, it's a reality TV show, you guys. She can't give you all like when you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, like all the juicy stuff that goes on throughout the 6 weeks or however long they're on, like they don't give it all to y'all on day one, right? They spread it out through the whole 8 weeks that they're on that season is going on because they need y'all to keep coming back every Monday to get more. Well, that's the same with Christy. I think the day she did that video, or the day that video came out of her saying that her husband has left, and the way she was crying, you guys, you could tell there was some pain in that cry. And that wasn't just, oh, he left. Because if you watch her videos, he's left several times in the last 4 years they've been together, you know? But this particular time, like, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And like I said in the video, for most women, the thing that makes you that will cross the line or the point of no return is when a baby comes about in
Mm-hmm.
a relationship.
Right.
That tends to be the point of no return.
Well, and I think
Like,
also that's also the confirmation of what I thought you were doing. That's a hell of a confirmation. Like it's one thing, like, oh, okay, oh, it was one time, it was one whatever, this, that, and the third. But it's a real deal confirmation that you've been betrayed.
yeah. You know, I mean, to be quite honest with you, she's saying, "Oh, he ain't called to check on the kids. Oh, he ain't called to check on me." Well, at the end of the day, he knows if something is really major going on with her that she's gonna reach out to him. And then y'all ain't trying to be funny when I say this, but hell, all you gotta do is type in strong mommy Chrissy and boom, he can find out everything. You know? I think when strong mommy Chrissy involved him more into her vlogging, it probably put a strain on their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinion. Of course, I don't know that to be true, but I think it put a major strain in their relationship because it looked like the relationship was strained already. A lot of people says he's a bum and he don't want to do this and he don't want to do that. Okay, y'all, but at the end of the day, that was her bum. She likes it. I love it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the things that she's speaking of now that he's not doing, he probably hadn't done anyway. You know, um, people want to keep saying, "Oh, he wrong for leaving her while she was pregnant." Yes, he is, but he just didn't leave the pregnant baby. He left the whole entire family.
I mean, he left her before. I mean, he left her before she was pregnant. So he's wrong for leaving her twice while pregnant. Let's put it that way. That's
What
I
Tracy
mean, come on.
says is hubby really gone. Francois, what's your thought? Do you think he really gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, I think so too, baby.
Look,
I'm
you
gonna
know
be
what?
honest with
Even
you
if
though.
he's there, he's
I think
gone.
he in Vegas still though. I think
Look,
he met somebody in Vegas and that's
but
who he with. I really think that's what it is.
if you got a man that's lame enough, and I'm not just talking about her, I'm talking in theory, figuratively. If you got a man that's lame enough to let you dog him to the depths of what a trash husband would be, if that's what's going on, if you got a guy who's going to co-sign on that, that's trash. I'm sorry. That's awful. That's a doomed relationship. You can't laugh and take money to the bank on that and think that that's okay. So I would hope he's gone, because if that's the kind of relationship that you got, that's really, really sad. And I would hope for her that that's not the case, because you don't need that. That's not a husband. That's your co actor, or what do you call that? I don't know. That's your supporting actor. Um, so that's your best supporting actor. That's not cool. So I would hope that he's not there. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I wouldn't know what was worse. Someone having you out there, letting you throw them under the bus and talk trash about your relationship, and just because y'all gonna get a check from that, that's whack. I'm sorry.
Well, you're right, Francois. Lovely Shan, she says she needs to stop thinking having babies are golden tickets. He don't care about a new baby. And then Dominguez says, I've honestly stopped watching channels with a lot of subscribers. It seems to never fail that they switch up. Even smaller YouTubers are doing clickbait. Seems one is doing it because they love to. Well, baby, I'm gonna answer Miss Rena's first. I mean, at the end of the day, honey, you got to understand YouTube as a YouTube creator. Sometimes you have to entice people to come, to entice you because you got to understand people these YouTubers. We're competing with several other people to get that view for somebody to come watch our video. So sometimes people have to, it's just like when you're walking in the mall, right? They're gonna put the cutest outfit in the storefront window to entice you to come into their store. They're not gonna put the ugliest outfit because if they do, what you gonna do? You're gonna walk right past that store and go to the next one, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the whole thing with it. You could call it clickbait, because that's what they have titled it, but it's called marketing. It's a marketing technique. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And
I mean, you want it to be honest clickbait. You want the clickbait to match up. I mean, you don't want it to say gone fishing and y'all at a ski resort, or if it's gone fishing and that means you and your girlfriends went out to a club and y'all were fishing for guys or whatever. I mean, you want it to match up, or something that maybe you've said in the video or in the live or whatever the case might be. If it's I'm going to tell you my secrets and you are grocery shopping, or it's a grocery haul, I mean, it better be your secrets to saving like half on your grocery bill. It better be something that matches up, because that's eventually when you're going to lose your credibility. So, I mean, you can clickbait all you want, but if it doesn't match up a little bit, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Tasha. I mean, then you start to lose, because people are going to be like, I'm not going to click on that because nothing in the title ever matches up. It's got to be something that matches up. I mean,
Right,
you guys tell me if I'm wrong here.
right, right. And you're right. A lot of people are saying too that they're tired of all the lies, and yes, you do. And Strong Mommy Chrissy's situation, I will say, a lot of her stories are very fabricated. Um, Why that is, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because she's at almost 100,000 subscribers. I mean, y'all, she literally in less than a year went from 50,000 to almost 100,000. Like she hit 50,000 around September, October of last year. It's not even September, baby. She's almost at 100,000, and that's good for her. That's a grave milestone. But my thing is, like, we're doing the whole story with the baby mama coming about and blah 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 blah. Okay, so what happens now once Strong Mommy Chrissy has her baby? And like, okay, so where do we go with the next story? Because you really kind of then played the whole hubby thing out. That's kind of played out.
Well, he's not even hubby anymore. He's old buddy cuz.
Oh yeah, old buddy cuz. That's what he
Old
is.
buddy cuz.
You
Let's
know,
keep, yeah.
okay,
That's
girl.
what she said. That's what she asked us to. That's what she said she was going to refer to him as. So I guess if we stay consistent, he's old buddy cuz now.
Yeah, so um yeah, I don't know, y'all. I mean, you watch it, just be entertained. If you feel like you're entertained, then watch it. If you just want to watch it to see what lie she tell next, I mean, okay, then watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, at the end of the day,
Take
you
it
would
with a
want
grain
to
of
think,
salt.
yeah, you would want to think some of what she's saying is truthful. Like I said, the whole thing with the the woman calling. Yeah, I don't think she's calling. I think Chrissy just already knows that's what's going on. Now, I will tell you this: what I didn't like about the live that she did when she called his mama bitch, I was like,
Well,
whoa.
I don't think I mean, yes, she did, but she didn't say like that B. She said it was more like, and that bitch didn't tell me. You know what I mean? Like she referred to her as one. I don't think she called her one. You know what I'm
However,
saying?
she should have
So I mean,
referred to
there's a
her as
subtle
that. She
difference
should
there.
have just said
But
his mother. You know what I mean?
well, look, I mean, come on. I mean, okay, so yeah, we're operating under like standards of decency. I'm just gonna say it right there. Like if she's not, if it, look, she's number one, she's pissed. And number two, that might be how she feels. I mean, if you got somebody who's going to lie to you or lie to you to protect their son, and you sitting up there with their grandchildren, and he don't care, and then you can tell now she don't care. Well, then I mean, you got to think about these things before you walk down the aisle. That's all I'm saying. I mean, y'all family. That's your family. At the end of the day, that's your mother-in-law. So did this just happen recently, or has he always, did she just now realize that maybe he's a mama's boy, or her son can do no wrong? I mean, is this just now coming to realization that this is what kind of relationship you was going to have?
No,
So,
she
come
already knew
on.
that.
Yeah, you knew that. So, well, now all of a sudden she got to be all that. I'm
Right.
all that now, you know?
Yeah.
Come on now. You already know what the deal is. I mean, if you marry into a family like that, you're never going to get a square deal. Or hey, you know what? Blood is thicker than water. We love you, but I'm never going to betray so and so. And don't call me asking me where so and so is, because it's not my job to help you manage your relationship with my brother, your husband. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. If you knew that this is how that family operates, why do you expect these people to drop dimes on their people? They're not going to do that.
Right. You're exactly like, you when it's all said and done, that's her son. And if anybody needs to give her answers, she need to be getting it from her husband, not the mama. The mama
Mhm.
ain't laid down with you. He did. And if
Yeah.
you can't get through to him, then you really need to reevaluate how you communicate with him. If you calling this man and he can't pick up the phone, then baby, why is you calling? Period.
Right. If I got to call around looking for you like that, I mean, she already knows mom's not going to tell you nothing. Why would you even waste your dime? Do you think they feel sorry for you? I mean, the lady's probably thinking, I told him not to marry you anyway, or like, I never liked you anyway, or no, I'm not going to do that. Like, you should know. It's one or the other. I mean, she's a mom to boys. I mean, just put yourself in the place 20 years from now. If someone's calling you that he doesn't want to fool with anymore, what are you gonna do? You gonna go ahead and give him the address? I mean, what? Come on now. I mean, no. If you can't find your husband's not picking up the phone. I mean, I feel for her, and it is wrong, but this is who you married. This is the family you married into. I
So,
mean, you can't expect
Life
miracles.
for 10 has said that she feels like the Straw Mama Chrissy will take him back. And you know what?
That's her husband. I mean, she
I
can
mean,
do
if
it.
she does, that's on her. But
Yeah.
as far as her channel goes, well, her subscribers are like, it's not like she's gonna start dropping subscribers immediately. But at this point, you got all these women who are rallying around you because you are promoting this storyline so tough of how bad he's doing you, and then you turn around and take him right back. Like, girl, like you might want to think about that before you put that type of information out there. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got people looking at you like, what?
Well, and
Like
it's
people
take it
looking
right
at her
back
and
from.
she's strong mommy. Like
Mhm.
everybody saying, oh, you so strong, strong mommy, you this, you that, blah, 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 blah. And then you go, and some people will take that as being weak for you taking them back. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but that's what some people would do.
Well,
Um,
and it's sometimes it's quick for us, but it's already been happening for them. Like she said, you would think that she hadn't talked to him. According to today, well, when I text him, he normally texts me back. When I call him, he normally calls me back. They have been communicating, according to, or at some point they have must have been communicating. Now all of a sudden, now he's not returning phone calls. So no, he's been answering calls, and like she said before, when he was gone for like that long period of time. So yeah, I mean, it's well, I think it's been up and down. So my point is, just because all of a sudden, let's just say 2 weeks from now, all of a sudden they're back together, they could have been talking since like tomorrow. You know what I mean? But just because 2 weeks from now, all of a sudden we see him walk through the kitchen in his Jordan flip flops that she just bought him to make up for all the other shoes that she cut up. Where did he come from? All of a sudden he's back. Well, maybe he been back. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. And I'm not saying he is back, but when she chooses to take him back, I mean, don't think he may not show up when they have a kid. I mean, when the baby comes, he might stroll into town to come see the baby, at least sign the birth certificate, something, show up. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know, unless his people don't even know that he's having a baby or they know he's having two babies. But someone's going to say, well, didn't you go see the baby? I mean, the baby's at the hospital. He might show up for a minute, just check in, everything's okay, and be like, okay, peace out. You
Hey,
know?
let me say this really quick. If you guys want your comments to show, you got to refrain from using cuss words because those are key words that I have in my um for help or review. If there's cuss words in your comment, it ain't gonna show up. So if you want your comment to show up so other people can engage with you in conversation, you got to refrain from using cuss words. I appreciate that.
So yeah, it's and then obviously, like, let's just say again, same scenario. He all of a sudden scrolls through the kitchen 2-3 weeks from now. She's probably thinking, well, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to show him because I have totally trashed him. And I don't know if he's going to stay. So I don't want to say anything like me and him are back together or do a new intro. And with the new, all of a sudden we're walking through the mall and you see the whole parade of, the family coming through. Everybody's getting introduced and everyone's got the cute t-shirts, picture day, whatever. And then homeboy's gone again. You know, I mean, she's probably, you know, I mean, of course I would be leery of reintroducing him, and he's like, I want to come back, and then a month later, you know, he's already got a bag in the car. I would be worried too. Gosh, I would be on pins. He couldn't come back. It's giving me anxiety just thinking about it.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't know if he's coming back or not, but at the end of the day, if she like, seems like Chrissy likes that dysfunction. It seems like that's what she likes, because that's what she promotes on her channel. Not saying that what she got going on is not real life, because that is real life for a lot of women. But it just seems like she likes that. So
Yeah.
we
Or
probably
maybe even if she doesn't like it, she might just be so used to it that that's
me
her
and she like.
normal. You know, it might feel, even though it's uncomfortable, it's a normal. It's a sense of normalcy,
Mm.
which I hope not. I hope not. So,
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to, you know, us as mothers, we try to be role model to our children. And so you have to think about, you know, the girls that she's raising and what she would want them to, you know, they see what she's tolerating and what she's going through. Because although we don't know this, but when she's arguing with that man, he is hearing them arguing. You
well,
know,
and also these young men too. These little
mm-hmm.
young future husbands and fathers
Girl,
that
I'm
are
getting
in the house.
some gummy watermelon.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Wish we
So,
had a cheeseburger.
so what happened? Can we talk about Pond Gate, please? Can we talk about? Do we need to talk about
Girl,
that? Can we pivot off Chrissy for a minute and get back on this pond situation? Because, girl, y'all have me rolling.
girl, let's two step off Chrissy. Two step.
Yeah, right. Wait, would you
Um,
say Cupid Shuffle earlier today?
yeah, this is
Can
let's
we
keep
just do a Harlem Shuffle off of Chrissy and go ahead and slide? Right. Let's go ahead and
you
let's
should.
go ahead and let's go ahead and slide on over to the
Let's
pond
slide.
because y'all had me rolling. First of all, there were so many reactions. It was I was sitting over there at Popeyes cracking up. Me and Farrah was watching a cartoon. I was watching I was finishing up yours, Tasha, and then I had to roll right on up into True's and I was dying. it
Girl.
was it was and it wasn't funny, obviously, the situation of kids being in a car. I'm assuming that the air was on, so nothing funny there. I think the reactions were just kind of like, you know, she got the business. I mean, people were giving her the business because it makes your heart sink when you think of it's hot as hell outside and you got kids in a car. So us as moms, we're all thinking of the different scenarios that could play out where the kids could be harmed, anything could happen. We get it. I mean, look, someone just mentioned Kiara. I didn't even read the comment yet, but Kiara's wallet got stolen out of a car. God forbid the twins. You know what I'm saying? So we know. But girl, talk about the pond, please.
Girl. I can't say nothing because when I said some of my video, baby, everybody was coming for me. They was like, Miss Tasha, you need to be giving her some good advice. I said,
Everybody look, Nia gave her advice. Blama gave her advice. Redbone, Miss Redbone gave her some advice. I mean, everybody gave people we don't even know gave her a ton of advice. Okay.
Thank
So,
you, Tina.
you know.
Glad you made it, baby. Girl, look, this is what I said. Okay. Should she had left them kids in the car? Of course not. Okay. Like, don't.
It's like, duh. Of course not.
She should have left in the car. But all she had to do was edit that part out the video. Like,
we would never have known. Just think about that. We never would have known.
And people was like, well, so you telling her to lie? No, I'm telling her to censor the things that she put out here into the universe. That's all.
Did y'all ever hear of your right hand don't always have to know? Okay, right hand don't always have to do with your. That's Bible, guys. That's in the Bible. Yeah. Okay.
So that's all I was saying.
Left hand and right hand don't always have to know what's going on. I'm just Come on.
Yeah, I was just telling her, girl, like moving forward. How about okay, the kids will sleep. Okay, baby. But still just go and take them out, put them in the little buggy and scoot them on over there to the pond. She said she couldn't do that because she was trying to hold the camera and show us the little fish and geese, a duck, whatever was out there. Okay, girl.
They
But
had a bag of bread. They had some old bread. They was feeding the ducks. Did maybe I'm making stuff up now, but you
yeah,
know, it was important that they went to the pond.
yes, and that was because they said she was out there reminiscing about Philip. Yeah, I heard her say that, but I wasn't even worried about that. It was just the whole thing, you know, and she keep yeah. Anyway,
Girl, did they have on Philip t-shirts? You know how
no,
people wear those Philip t like
free Philip.
we'll meet you, you know, like those t-shirts with 2020 or 2026, you know.
Girl, I seen that live tonight. I seen some of her live. She's like her kids don't know their chill mode. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all might think I'm crazy when I say this. I like Jasmine. I think Jasmine is a sweet girl. She doesn't seem. I think she just tries hard. But I feel like Jasmine literally has no control of those kids. Child, I be wanting so bad to reach through that my screen and be like, tell them to turn around and pat them on their tails real quick. Go sit your little tail down. Like I be wanting to do that so bad. Like she's like, would you guys stop? Guys, stop. I'm like, girl, you got to put some bass in your voice. Like you got to be straight baritone up in there, you know, because them kids is gonna
Sometimes you got to get the belt out.
girl,
Yeah, sometimes you
even
need a
if you
visual
don't
aid.
use it.
Just a little, yeah. You just put a little visual aid, just a little, you know.
Girl, I used
Who
to do my
wants
kids like
this?
that
Who
all the
wants
time.
some of this?
I used to do my kids like that all the time. Girl, I get that belt and I take it and I hit the chair like pow and just
Right, or do one of
sound
these. And
just
they
okay, just the sound
scatter,
of that belt, girl. Them kids
scatter.
was scattering like roaches. They was like, whoa, whoa, shit. Girl, them kids was flying about there. Girl, take that belt
Who wants some of this? Yeah, exactly. It's just a
out.
visual aid. We're not trying to scare
I'm
the
about to get
children.
some order up in here. You know
Right,
what I'm
exactly.
saying? Y'all ain't gonna drive me crazy. You know,
Right.
and I think that's what her kids do. Cause that's why I'm like, girl, why don't you think about having another one? Like, even if
Right.
a lot of people feel like she's not, yeah, I don't know. That's her uterus. I don't know what
Because
she over there
because
doing with it.
infants are beautiful. They smell amazing. They give you unconditional love. There's so many reasons why to bring home a beautiful
Girl,
new
you can go
baby.
get a baby alive if you need all that attention.
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Go get you a
Babies are
baby,
amazing.
baby
So
alive.
I get it. I get it. However, in reality and practice, take a look in your wallet, take a look at your bank account, take a look in them closets, go ahead and take a look at your house. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's work and money, and also it's also separating you just a little bit more from the other ones that you have right in front of you. So can a mom give equal parts love? I'm sure, you know, not saying she can't, but you know, uh it's a lot. So you know, it's a, you know, to me, I always feel like it's a personal choice. Go for it if that's what you want to do, because I know over here I don't have to take care of anybody but my one. So you know, but babies are fun and cute.
Yeah, you know, girl, at the end of the day, I feel like Jasmine needs to make her children mine. Now, I get that she might, you know, tell folks, stop, leave alone, sit down, stop it. But
Mm.
girl, she need to do more than that. Like you need to act like you the boss around there. Like them kids thinking y'all all the same age. She the same age as the oldest baby. They think they all you know, friends over there. Like Jasmine needs to step up and show those kids who's boss.
Like
And
we're not roommates.
when she's on live, they don't need to be nowhere around unless they're a part of the live. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Them kids need to be somewhere sitting in their room, or when she get ready to go live, they need to take nap. Like this is nap
Mhm.
time.
Right.
You know, my mom, when we was kids, she used to make us take naps. I used to make my kids. I made all my kids take naps up to age 12. Once they hit
Mhm.
12, I didn't make them take naps anymore because I feel like up to age 12, kids need to rest their brains. They
Right.
truly do. And when my kids would take naps and get back up, baby, they be whole new people. Like whole new, like
Right.
they was crying before they would see. When they woke up, everything was all right. Like they forgot what they was even crying about.
Right.
When I seen they was starting that whine and stuff, come on, go lay down,
Right.
go lay down. We ain't gonna
You
do
know, the
that
worst is when
today.
you say you're tired. Is
Yeah,
it? You don't even say you're
you
tired, and you
tired?
can't
Come on.
even say that because that makes it even worse. No, I got something for you. Let's go ahead and lay down. Let's go ahead.
Mhm.
Let's lay down and close
Mhm.
our eyes for a minute.
And I think
Let's,
that's
yeah,
Jasmine's biggest thing. If she would get some order about those children,
right.
children, you hear me, children? If she
Them
would get some
children,
order about
the
them children,
babies.
she would have a better situation over there. Like,
Yeah.
them tearing up the house and stuff. I get they babies, but that's why you make the kids play in one area. The little
Mm-hmm.
twins that's walking around now,
Right.
you get a little gate and have them where they're in one little, and give them playtime. And once they have a couple hours playtime, then okay, playtime, then we're gonna take, because you got to understand they only one. They should be still sleeping a lot because they still growing. You
Mine
know,
sleeps a lot. Mine sleeps 10 hours.
yeah.
Mine sleeps 10 hours.
And I think that's what it is, girl. Them babies don't get enough sleep. She be excuse me, she be on live 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Them babies still be up. I'll be like, girl. Mm-hmm.
And that means also mom doesn't get a mental break because mom,
Exactly.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Mom needs a break too, even if it's just to go eat a sandwich,
Yeah.
and make a phone call, or stand out on the deck for a second, just put a load of laundry in, return an email. But I think also, like what you're saying, Tasha, too, also, and maybe she does do this because we're not in the house, say mama's working. My daughter, when I work from home and Farah is home, you guys know I'm a corporate recruiter, so I spend a lot of time on the phone talking to people. Farah is almost 8 years old. She knows when mommy's home. I got my headset on. I'm on my computer, and I usually give her a heads up. Mommy's getting ready to be on the phone. I will let you know when I'm done. If she's having a particular kind of noisy day or wants to play and things like that, I will go in my room. And yes, I will close the door. I mean, the house is locked. She knows not to open up doors. Sometimes I got to do that if I'm on a conference call, but now I would say this year we haven't had to do that as much. Um, but she knows mommy's working, and as soon as I hang up, I'll say, I'm off. Do you need anything? Or she may come and quietly say, hey, can I do this or can I do that? I know she's coming. I put my phone on mute, things like that. You got to be able to teach and show, like, I'm on the phone right now. I'm gonna need quiet, don't interrupt. Um, and cut them. Sometimes you got to cut them off and say, even if
Right.
maybe they could talk, but if you allow it, they'll do it. If you, I'm almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Train them and they'll also learn that when you say be quiet, then so I mean, I don't know.
So here's the thing, too. Somebody in the comments says that Kaylin, which is Jasmine's oldest baby, they feel like she's too grown. They feel like she needs to be in a child's place. And that yeah, baby, you could I have noticed that. I noticed that Kaylin is a little too comfortable in front of the camera. Um, but again, Jasmine has to correct that. She, you know, they're probably excited. They're like, "Oh, my mommy's a YouTuber,"
Or
and I
just when they
get it.
see themselves, you got the
Right,
camera pulled up. They don't see all of you ladies or all of you people out here, all 131 of you guys. They just see their face.
right.
So you see your face and you're smiling back. It's almost like looking in a mirror. And I
Right.
think the kids get excited about that.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
when I see Farah, I mean, they're usually looking at themselves. They're not necessarily always thinking like, oh, hey, hi, America. So I think that's, but like you said, and, I mean, I think it's all kind of, I don't want to say trend, it's like there's the schedule. It's also, it's lots of things. And, she got her hands full. That's all. I can't. She
Yeah,
got her
she
hands
do.
full.
She
It
does.
makes me tired just thinking about it. I feel for her. I hope that she takes this as an opportunity to, make some changes or adjustments. Because every day is a new day to get yourself back in a direction that makes you feel comfortable and that you can, kind of move forward. I mean, she's doing great with her channel, but definitely, I mean, if she's exhausted, I mean, I feel bad for her as a mom. She just needs to give herself a break by putting herself and the whole family on a schedule. And then as the kids are getting older, really get them used to knowing that mommy is working.
Right, right. And I think if she does that, it would be a better situation for her. Um, you know, she got to start it now though. She can't wait to like
No, you can't.
got to
Because they
start.
will be jumping on the computer, shutting her laptop down. I mean,
Yeah,
they'll be
and she
doing
said they
everything.
already breaking everything, tripods
Mm,
and everything else. So, I just feel like, maybe if she gets them in a bigger space too, a bigger house, a and I get that she's doing the best that she can. I'm not trying to, condemn her for that. But maybe if she gets her like a bigger apartment, because she did mention that, if she gets her a bigger apartment or a bigger house where she can have, a play area for them that's exclusively for play, then she can have a part of the house that she exclusively vlogs in. Because everybody should not be privileged to her whole house. It's just
mm-mm.
funny to how Jasmine feels so comfortable showing her house when it's in a disarray. Like me, like I get that she want people to understand real life, but perception is everything. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know, we get it that you're not perfect, but at least when you are getting ready to film, maybe have those six loads of clothes, maybe folded up.
Yeah.
You got them folded up sitting in a basket, it would look not as bad as having a big old mountain full of clothes stacked up to here. You know,
Right.
like I said, it's perception. And again,
Right.
this is not trying to talk about her by any means. Like I said before, I like Jasmine. I think she's a sweet girl. I just think Jasmine, she needs some molding. That's all. I mean, who don't? We all need a little molding every now and then. You know. Hell, she could probably teach me some things. She got 30,000 and I don't. So she could
Right.
probably tell me
Girl,
something,
yes. Give me the secret.
Okay. So
I mean, but just to clear up something too, I think they were saying that maybe her mom was at the pond too, back to Pond Gate. But when I heard her say, we got to go find my mom, I think she's over at the mall or something. I don't think her mom was at the pond. Did I lose y'all on that?
no,
I
her
don't know. I
mom was
think her
not at her pond. Her mom
mom was
pulled
not at
up
the
when they was
pond.
leaving.
Yeah. I mean, this was, yeah.
Yeah, her
So,
mom pulled up when they was leaving, and everybody was talking about they was gonna call CPS. Y'all, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be very honest with you. She needs to be redirected. See, her kids getting snatched from her bosom, I don't think was the right thing.
no, yeah.
Does Jasmine not love her children? Absolutely, she loves them. Absolutely, I ain't had that conversation with her, but I can tell she feeds them, she clothes them, she bathes them, she nurtures them, she does the best she can.
Yeah,
With
y'all
what she
leave
got,
CPS alone. They got plenty of other cases to work on. They
yeah,
don't need to be.
yeah,
CPS got other stuff to work on. Leave Jasmine alone. I mean, we're not seeing anything that is CPS worthy. I'm
yeah.
sure everyone out there got neighbors and other people that you could be. If you are a CPS caller, I'm sure there are other people you have spotted that you might want to call CPS on. Don't be calling CPS on this girl.
No.
That's not right.
Yeah, she don't deserve her kids snatched from her bosom.
Mm-hmm.
She don't deserve that. And
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Some of these homes they gonna put the hell. Them kids gonna be worse off than CPS.
Right. Don't do that
You
because yeah,
don't do that. Them
that's a
kids ain't
traumatic
gonna get away from
situation
their
for
mama.
children. And at the end of the day, I think we see someone who loves her children. That's why she has them with her all the time. You know what I mean? And not saying that because you put them in daycare, you don't, but she is she keeps her kids close, and there's nothing, everyone's got different styles of parenting. She keeps her kids close with her, and that's fine. The oldest one, I guess, goes to school. The other one probably will be going to school very soon, so she'll get a mom break of at least 1 to 2 children very soon, during the day when they all venture off to get their educations. And maybe we'll see, it'll give her a break and space to be able to do some more things. But when people start talking about, well, I'm going to call in on this person, that person, it's like, come on, guys. um that's when you go from being an observer to maybe this is not something you should even watch anymore. And I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes, but it's that serious having, and I think that when she did not edit that out is because she didn't see that she had done anything wrong. And maybe at the end of the day, she really didn't do anything wrong, but the optics is what, Tasha and I talked about it. I think the optics weren't good. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't do a good sales job at that, because I think a lot of us cringed hearing those things. But I think what actually happened probably was really nothing.
Mhm.
But it didn't sound good, and there were lots of room for error, and we were all worried and don't want her to make a fatal mistake. So I think it was all more out of worry than her doing something wrong. So I don't know if I recap that well for everyone. I think everyone had a good heart about it, but you know.
A lot of people are saying in the comments that Kate Travers says, I think her house looks messy because it's just too small and she don't have enough room for all the kids and all their toys.
Yeah, amen
Yeah,
to that. I'm
yeah.
living in that situation. So
And
mhm.
then Charlie says, I waited 11 years to have my second child because I knew I couldn't handle anymore. Responsibilities is hard work to raise a child that right way as you see it. Yep, you're right. So yeah, you guys, it's hard being a parent. I'm not, minimizing, what Jasmine did. I mean, a lot of people are feeling like if even a second was too long, and I get that and I understand, but you got to understand, y'all. You know, people
If
deserve
she did, I think
second
she
chances.
knows now. I hope she knows
People
now.
deserve
And if
second
she,
chances. People
yeah.
deserve second chances. Jasmine deserves a chance to um revitalize herself. Like,
Hmm.
y'all, we cannot be the judge and the jury all the daggone time. Okay.
Hmm.
We are all human. We all have made mistakes, big mistakes, small mistakes. Maybe we ain't left our kids in the car, but maybe when the baby said you was hungry and you didn't get up right then and fix the baby something to eat, somebody could call that neglect. You know what I'm saying? So your baby comes and say, I'm hungry. I want a sandwich. You be like, okay. And 2 hours went by and you still ain't gave the baby a sandwich, or 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Somebody consider that neglect. I'm not, trying to minimize one for the other, but I'm just saying, y'all, she deserves she deserves a second chance. Let her redeem herself,
Hmm.
give her one more chance. Now, I do understand everybody's upset about her riding the baby in the front seat. I told her about that. I told Jasmine, I said, girl, just put the baby in the back seat when you're vlogging now. She shouldn't be in the front seat at all. But I will say this, she is in a car seat when they put her in the front seat. But the biggest thing is those airbags. That's the scare for everybody. Them airbags deploy on her. It might not be depending on, but y'all, you can't always think the worst for everything. We just hope that when Jasmine's driving in the car, the angels is holding and carrying the car on down the highway.
Well, and in my car, there's a setting on there that I just noticed, and it made some sense to me after this conversation. We were talking when you and I were talking, Tasha,
Mhm.
earlier in the week. So when Farah sits in the front seat, I've seen on my dashboard it says side airbags off, and I guess maybe the sensor notices a certain amount of weight versus like an adult weight, because when I sit in the side seat that does not come on. But when she sits in the side seat, in the passenger seat, it comes on. So it's possible that maybe my car is smart and it knows, like, okay, there's a certain amount of weight but it's not enough weight, and I'm going to automatically turn off the airbags. because it says airbags, side something, passenger seat airbags off. So I don't know. It just made me think of that when you said that, because I did notice that, because Farrah's 8 and she's at that age now where she wants to sometimes sit in the front, and I do let her sit in the front sometimes as a treat, even though I don't love her sitting in the front, because I've been in a few car accidents, and I think the safest place to sit for her is in the back, and that's why you always see her right over my shoulder. Um, but I did also notice that my car does automatically turn off the passenger side airbags when it notices a certain amount of weight, maybe under a certain amount of weight. So
Kim Gardner says, she said, yes, Tasha, also give Chrissy the same chance as well. I guess she means by redeeming herself. She said, Chrissy has done a better job caring for her kids than Jazzy, but yet you give her a harder time. I don't give Chrissy no hard time about her kids and how she take care of kids. I ain't never said nothing about how Chrissy take care of her children. I've always said that I feel like she's very attentive to her children. I've never said anything different.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, I just talk about the episodes. That's all I
Right.
do. That's all I
Right.
do. I don't talk about nothing else because I don't know nothing else. I only know what they show me. You know,
Right.
again, I'm not the judge or the jury. These are just reactions and opinions. You know, yeah. So, but I appreciate your opinion. That's your opinion, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm no harder on one than I am the other. You know, it's just my opinion.
Yeah. And I just want to say too, in my state, it is like 65 pounds and or 8 years old. And we meet those thresholds. And like I said, that's not typical for me and what we do at our house, but I understand. So, okay. So gosh, have we covered,
Yeah.
we
My
covered a lot of ground tonight,
I don't know
guys.
what you're talking
This was a
about.
great conversation.
Yeah,
We
it
covered a
is.
lot of
All
stuff.
right, y'all. We didn't kept y'all on here for about 2 hours, baby. And
I
y'all,
think we could probably stay on another hour and everybody would be right with us. Isn't that awesome?
yeah, I appreciate
I'm
it.
trying to think, did we forget anything? Because I always hate to hang up and then it's like, Tasha, oh no, we forgot to talk about
Oh,
one
we
more
forgot to
thing.
talk about Kiara. Life of
Oh God, girl, how could we forget?
Oh my God.
Girl, go ahead.
Oh, well, y'all, where do we start?
Girl, here we go. I'm gonna one more hour.
No, we gonna get her about 30
Ready, set, on your mark, get set, go.
girls. That she had a
Can we pick up with the stolen wallet? Does anyone have any update on the whereabouts of this wallet and the police report filed? Oh no, it's not a stolen wallet. It was a repossessed. I'm
repossessed one.
sorry,
Yeah.
y'all, and I wasn't trying to be funny. I just knew her wallet was missing, and that's because I wondered, was she able to recover from the repo company her wallet?
Yeah, so she did get her belongings. She did get those.
God is good.
She's still
Yes.
without a vehicle and she's
Uh-huh.
almost without a channel.
Oh, what? Wait, her channel is
Girl,
gone. I don't follow her, so it's no shade.
yeah,
I keep up through you. You are my guide on this topic.
girl. Yeah, so I guess she Desmond's channel got taken down about 2 weeks ago, I think it was. And now there was a live she did the other day. Um and now there's a live the other day saying that her channel might be getting deleted. She's still been posting her Fashion Nova hauls, but she has well over 100,000 subscribers now. I think she has 102,000. And she was actually telling people, like, I guess she had some other channels, and she was like in the live, and then she did a video saying, "Hey, you guys, take this channel information down because if this channel does get deleted," she said she had already got the copywriting letter from YouTube. Her channel's been struck twice already. I think this letter that she got last week was the third time. Like, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know because I don't really check for Kiara like that. All I know is she needs to go ahead and divorce Desmond. Um,
Mm.
and I think a lot of her not divorcing him is, I think if she stays married to him for about 10 years, due to military benefits, because my father was military, she'll be entitled to some of his pension. And that's speculation. I don't know that to be certain because I haven't had that conversation with Kiara. A lot of people feel like her family is influencing her, and that could be true. That could be definitely true. But at the end of the day, Kiara needs to make her own decisions. She needs to be in a position. If she's not going to go on with Desmond, she needs to go on. Period. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think all the things that him and her been going through publicly on social media, Instagram and YouTube, because child, they do it on Instagram and they do it over here on YouTube. They don't bar none. I think at the end of the day, their personal, intimate relationship should have just stayed between them two, but it didn't. So that's what they're dealing with now.
Well,
I don't know if her channel's gonna get taken down because she's still been posting, and like I said, she did a fashion overhaul the other day, so I don't know.
well, good. Um, if the channel were to get taken down, I wonder, does she get paid up until the day that it gets taken down, or does it go? I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, I hate it for her, but when you have these family channels and people feel like they own half, and it's lucrative, it can be probably part of a court settlement. It can be lots of different things. I don't know. I don't know enough on the topic.
Yeah.
So let's shut this thing down. Are we done or?
Yeah, girl, we're gonna have to go and get off of here. My husband just came in, so I'm gonna have to go and get off of here.
Okay, y'all. Um, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. He just came in, so I'm gonna have to go and get off here. I've been on here long enough. So
I
I
know we
appreciate
don't.
you guys coming out tonight. If you have not yet subscribed to Press Why Not My channel, please do so at this moment. Please like the live, guys, when you leave. We appreciate you coming out and enjoying and joining us tonight. Please remember, have your notification bells on. Make sure you click all. When you subscribe, you click the all button. If you've already subscribed to our channel, go back and make sure your notification bell is placed to all. That way you can be notified anytime we put out these litty videos and do these litty live. Okay. And next week the live will be on Francois Vlog's channel. So thank y'all, and y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all in the vlog next week. Remember, y'all love what you love.
Bye. Have a good night, everyone.
Hold on.